What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF, man, back with another pregame. Lakers face Bulls tonight at Staples, 7:30 Pacific time. Interesting tonight. Changes have been made, but I don't believe they're the ones we need. Of course, you guys know how I felt about Luke already at the time, so I'm not going to touch too much on that. However, I am going to touch on a report that's Clutch Points. The website is reporting that Mark Stein is saying that even if Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka were to fire Luke Walton, Jeannie Buss would step in. So, boom, boom, boom. There you have it, guys. So pretty much looks like Luke has the safety net for the year. So I'm not even going to worry about that. Unfortunately, for us Laker fans, we're going to have to go through this for the rest of the season. There were conflicting reports, however, that if the Lakers lost tonight, potentially, Luke would get fired. But again, that just all got debunked by Mark Stein of the New York Times, who could or maybe he is or he isn't credible. I don't know. Mark Stein seems pretty credible. He used to work for ESPN. I guess he now writes for the New York Times. But yeah, pretty much Jeannie Buss would be willing to lay her neck on the line for Luke Walton, and she would overrule Magic and Rob, which to me pretty much explains the fact that he's still coaching for us, because after the atrocities we've seen in the half court and the inability to adjust, he should have been gone. However, tonight he did make an adjustment, and I want to talk about that versus the Chicago Bulls. So it turns out he's benching JaVale McGee and Josh Hart. I agree with 50% of this because who he's benching him for, I don't agree. Okay, so he's benching Josh Hart in favor of KCP, and I'm okay with that. However, I think he's done so much better for us off the bench that I wouldn't touch him. But we'll see what he does. If he can bring in the same kind of contribution consistently as a starter that he was during his bench stint, then I'd be okay with that. However, the other one I completely do not understand, Tyson Chandler for JaVale McGee. From what I've seen, Tyson looks very winded, and he looks like age is really a factor for him. So, it's weird to see that Tyson, somebody who's been struggling with bench minutes, is starting now. I would have started Zubats, honestly, or even Mo Wagner. My ideal lineup, since Josh Hart has been playing bad as a starter, I would have benched only Josh Hart. I would have started Ingram at the 2, Lonzo at the 1, small forward Kuzma, power forward Mo Wagner, because he's bringing that energy. So I would reward that, right? You want your team to start off with energy and enthusiasm, and I would have kept JaVale McGee there. However, there's one interesting thing here that caught my attention. So JaVale McGee gets benched 2 games after saying that the coaching staff didn't make a proper adjustment on the defensive end, versus I believe it was the New York Knicks? Yeah, I think it was the New York Knicks. So think about, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it wasn't the New York Knicks. One of those teams we played, I forgot. But bottom line is, it's a little interesting to see that JaVale's getting benched. Yes, he hasn't been the same since LeBron went down, but I still think he's more capable than Tyson. So that's an interesting benching there. Hey, what's up, T? What's up, everybody? So, we'll see what happens with that. I don't expect greatness from Tyson, but he is a veteran, so I'm not too worried. However, offensively, we are going to be limited from that position unless Lonzo and company can get him involved. But defensively, he should be okay. Rebounding is where he concerns me because he's lost a step. Sometimes he gets outboarded by bench bigs. And we're not going up against nobody major, but even Robin Lopez could do some damage against Tyson. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. But yeah, I didn't like the lineup change too much, honestly. I'll get into the comment section. I see you guys are antsy to ask questions, so I'm going to go there. He said, LeBron makes everybody better. Dan is just the facts. I have never said otherwise. I agree. He does. He said, I ain't down with these fake-ass Laker fans who can't support our team through tough times. Absolutely, Combat. Thank you. Thank you, Combat Sports, for bringing that up, brother. I have been getting hit a lot in the comment section about why I'm blind and blindly supporting Lonzo. First of all, if you're already off the ship and it's only a year and a half into his career, then I don't know what to tell you, man. You got to do your research because players have different timelines. I've been saying it all along. So we got to support our players whether we win or lose. Coaching staff, I don't blame you hate on the coaching staff because they got to do a lot better. We're not in it. to develop young players. So I agree with Combat 100%. I'm glad he said it. I didn't really want to say it because then people feel attacked. I respect everybody's opinions. You don't have to agree with me. That's cool. But when you start calling me out, talking about I'm losing credibility because I stick up for Lonzo, listen, I stick up for Brandon Ingram, Lonzo, Josh Hart, Kuzma. I have no bias towards any players in particular. If a player does really bad, I will call him out. However, I'm not willing to give up on him, and that doesn't make me a biased fan. That just makes me actually a loyal fan. I'm loyal to these players and to the team. I'm a ride by them. You see me here every pregame, every postgame. I never go anywhere unless I absolutely cannot do it. But other than that, man, honestly, like it really dumbfounds me that so many fans are willing to quit up on our young core. Like I've seen people tweeting that we should trade everybody for Bradley Beal, and that hurts a little bit, man. We should be better as a fan base than that. See, perfect example. See, Mr. Walcott over here just said Hart sucks. So you're totally going to throw away all the good work he's done in a year and a half and kill him over his last stint? I mean, I wouldn't do that. You see what I mean? So agree on that. That's right, Dan. You always fair, you loyal and true, faithful to the purple and gold. I try to be fair to everybody. I will criticize people from time to time. People were mad because I said Kuzma was exempt from the last game. People were like, "You're blinded by his scoring." Actually, I never even looked at his box score. If you guys know the channel, I rarely like to look at box score, especially in losses. I only do it when they win and they play particularly well. The reason I said Kuzma was exempt because of his energy, his attitude in that fourth quarter. He really was trying to will the team to victory, not just by his scoring, but his energy. Go back and look at the body language. He was telling guys, come on, come on. That's the reason. That's the kind of energy and attitude I want to see from everybody, including Brandon Ingram, Lonzo, all these guys. So that's all I said, right? So pretty much sometimes words will get taken out of context from me, but that's okay. I'm here to clear things up. If you guys have any questions, I'm here for you. He said, just mad because our coach doesn't use the talents of our players he utilizes, doesn't give our – let me read that one. Looks interesting. He said, doesn't give our youngsters enough minutes. I agree with that, and this is why I agree. You make a great point, bro. Simply because, look, Thomas Bryant is starting for the Washington Wizards. I was watching his game on League Pass the other night. They lost in double overtime, but he had 18 points and 12 rebounds. He could have been doing that for us. We needed an energetic center like Thomas Bryant, especially with all these injuries we have. We've been getting killed in the paint. Some of that young energy would have been great. However, the Lakers had to cut him as the odd man out because Luke didn't give him any playing time. So that bothers me. Again, I don't think Luke is great for player development. That has always, killed it for me. As you can see, every player that was on Luke's roster that is no longer on their roster is having a career year this season, including D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance, and Thomas Bryant. And if I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry. But you see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't really matter, guys. They said I'm rocking Bulls colors. These ain't Bulls colors, man. This is Nike Air, bro. By the way, I just came from the rain from outside, so I didn't even get a chance to change before I made this video anyways. But nah, never Bulls colors. You see the posters in the background. You see the title, man. He said Phil can only win with legends and superstars. I don't know. Thank you, T. I appreciate you. Thank you. He said Luke is trash. Look, I'm done because it looks like Luke is going to stay. Unless the reports of him getting fired, if they lose today, are true and the Lakers lose and he gets fired, I pretty much given up hope that he's going to get fired. If Jeannie's going to lay her name on the line for Luke Walton, that's up to her. I still support Jeannie, but she needs to show me that she is the mother of all dragons, like Kobe called her, and make tough decisions like these when it's time. If not, she could at least get out of the way and she could play good cop, bad cop. Magic Johnson could be the bad cop. She could be the good cop. Like, hey, Luke, I fought for you, but there's nothing I can do. That's cool. Luke is not going to hate Jeannie. I get it. That's her boy. It's all good. He said Jeannie needs to step down. I'm not going to go as far as to say that. For all we know, these Mark Stein reports could be false. I'm not going to go and trash, a person like Jeannie without knowing all the facts. Now, at the end of the season, if we find out that she really is vouching for Luke and is the reason he stayed, then okay, we can come back and have this conversation. But for now, I'm going to take it a day at a time, guys. I'm going to try to not overreact because I've been really upset lately. Even if we were to lose tonight, which please God, don't let it happen. But if we were to lose tonight to the Bulls, I'm just going to sit back and let the front office do their thing. I'm going to be a fan. I'm gonna stay back and just I will still give you guys my opinions, but I will do it in a more calm demeanor because I have been losing my cool. I will say that, and it's not good for my health. It's not good for I don't know. Honestly, I just want to be a little bit more positive. When I started this channel, it was all about positivity, and that was when we were losing, when we had D'Angelo Russell and Sacre and all these guys, right? So bottom line is I want to give you guys the positive spin on every night, even win or lose. There has to be some positives out of this. We can't just trash the whole team, trash everybody, and then just say, hey, what a wasted, night. Because honestly, we're lucky to be Laker fans. We've been witnessing greatness all our lives. For those of us that aren't new, right? Those of us that have been here, we know what's up. We just got to be patient because I believe in Magic. I believe in Rob. I even believe in Jeannie. I just feel like they have to make the right decisions when it's time. And I'm not going to allow anybody here to disrespect our front office like that. Jeannie is come on, man. Don't say stuff like that. Don't say stuff like that, Harlem. I don't want to have to ban you guys, man. Seriously. Reports are reports. Some of them are false. Some of them are clickbait. So until, proven otherwise, she's innocent. I'm going to be the judge right here, man. I'm just going to sit back and let it rock. Maybe if we lose tonight, he does get fired. Who knows? And we're over here talking smack. See, that's why, we got to respect her. I want Jeannie Buss to be the first, woman to win a championship running an organization. That would be a great achievement, and that would be awesome to watch. And I'm rooting for her. So please, guys, don't be disrespectful to her just because she's a lady. Treat her with respect, and let's just not talk smack about the greats, man. She is the daughter of the great Jerry. Jerry Buss. And honestly, like, if you guys respect his name, you respect him, you wouldn't talk bad about his daughter. The son, however, I understand because he was the total, and he pretty much, they signed Lil Dang and Mozgov, which made us trade away D-Lo and other young assets. So I get why you'd be mad at him. I myself called him out, called him names, all of that stuff. But not Jeannie, please, guys. She's a great person, and I think she will make the right choice when it's time. She already apologized to us for the first time for taking too long with her brother. I'm sure she's not going to let this get out of hand, especially with LeBron there. LeBron is somebody that, makes the chips start falling. So, yeah, we definitely have to watch out for Levine. Levine is an all-star in the making. I mean, he's really good. I only imagine how good that Timberwolves team would have been had they never made the Jimmy Butler trade. They would have still had Chris Dunn. They would have had Larry Markkinen, and they would have had Zach LaVine, to name a few, to go with Karl Towns, Wiggins. I mean, it was kind of a bad trade for them if you think about it at the end. But at the time, it looked good because they were getting that superstar. But sometimes, see, this is why you can't do knee-jerk reaction type moves, So, I mean, let that all be an example for the rest of the people that want knee-jerk type trades, like, oh, everybody for Bradley Beal type stuff. Sometimes it doesn't work out, and now you got to start from lower, right? You got to start from a bit lower. Why is my comment getting deleted? Dude, I can read your comments. I have no idea what you're talking about. By the way, if you guys curse, right, because I'm trying to make this a family channel, it will go through my moderator, and that's my lady. She moderates comments, and she'll approve the ones she feels that aren't inappropriate, and so on and so forth. So pretty much nothing gets deleted unless you're really inappropriate. If you're inappropriate, it's not going to get through. Or if you're disrespecting the organization or myself and my family, then it's not going to get through. So waste of breath. But if it's not inappropriate, even if you disagree with me, it's going to go through. It's not, it just goes to the moderator. If you curse or anything, it automatically, there's some words that are detected by YouTube. It sends it out. So if you don't see your comment, I apologize, but it needs to go to that, because trust me, we get a lot of inappropriate stuff coming to the channel that I wouldn't like kids to read, or stuff like that. Just looking out for the youth. That's all. I can take it. I'm a big boy. He said, let's not blame everything on the refs if we lose tonight. Well, let's let the refs not be, what. Let them not have their head up there. What's. Hope to see you with a smile after the game. Me too, brother. It's been long overdue. I haven't been happy since I went to the game. So pretty much, I'm hoping for victory. We need it. And if we don't get victory, then again, I'm gonna try to see what the positives are. I'm gonna pay extra close attention to see what the body language of JaVale McGee is, after being benched. Same thing with Josh Hart. I think Josh will take it better, but a veteran like JaVale, who really hasn't done wrong, even though he hasn't played his best basketball since LeBron got injured. But I feel like it's a downgrade at the center position by putting Tyson, because he's a bit older and his legs aren't the same as they once were. Now, if we were getting Dallas Mavericks or New York Knicks Tyson Chandler, then I would have said, yeah, I'm cool. I'm all for the move. But hopefully I'm wrong, and hopefully Tyson, this rejuvenates him and he comes out balling. But I'm not a big fan of this move at the center spot. Shooting guard, I really don't care, because Josh Hart hasn't been playing great. And I hope KCP could come in like a plug-in offensive player and play proper defense. But other than that, pretty much, we'll see what happens. Dan, I believe Luke benched McGee because he disagreed with him. Maybe so. And I did touch on that earlier in the video. I thought it was funny how 2 games after he disagreed about his rotations, he got benched, right? So it's frustrating to watch if that's the case. I hope that's not the case. I hope Luke is not one of those head coaches that holds grudges. But if he is, man, that's another bad sign for him, right? He said, please let Zubats play. I would have loved to see Zubats start. Zubats gives us a bit more offense in the paint. He has a nice soft touch. He can finish around the basket. And he's solid on the defensive end. I get it. He needs to work on moving his feet a little bit quicker and all that stuff. But why not show some confidence in the young guy and install some confidence in him, He said, Luke is a tyrant. He said, I'm out. We need this dub. Definitely need the dub. That's going to wrap it up for me as well, guys. I'm going to go ahead and tune into this game. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. It was a good topic. We did cover the potential of Luke's firing and Jeannie sticking out her neck for him, and the rotation change. Just to recap, if you guys weren't here and just joined and you want to rewind this video. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Please drop a like. And if you already haven't, please subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on post game. Let's get it. Let's get this victory, man. Peace out, guys.